I wanted to speak briefly about the Democratic presidential race. Isn't it just perfect that the party of diversity has got rid of every woman and person of colour, including the fake Native American Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren and the fake Mexican Beto O'Rourke, to end up with two old white millionaire men. One, a socialist who had a heart attack just 5 months ago, and one so confused that he has trouble remembering where he is and why he's there. Joe Biden is now the front-runner to be the Democrats' presidential candidate. So let's just have a look at how well the 77-year-old is travelling.
Look, tomorrow's Superstar Tuesday, and I want to thank you all. I tell you what, I'm rushing ahead, aren't I? 150 million people have been killed since 2007 when Bernie voted to exempt the gun manufacturers from liability. It would put 720 million women back in the workforce. Nobody should be in jail for a nonviolent crime. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. What's not to like about Vermont in terms of the beauty of it? And what a neat town. Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts. Think about it. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
You know the thing.
The thing.
The thing.
All praise the thing.
Now, Biden's decline didn't start during this campaign. It's a testament to the media, aka the Democrats' propaganda arms, genuinely staunch support of the Democrats, that these crazy rants of him over the years have not discounted him as a serious candidate. Have a look at this.
I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun, and the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap, and I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
He learned about roaches. I can't even critique that, to be honest with you. And we must never forget about Corn Pop, rusty razor blades and rain barrels.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys. And and back in those days, to show how things have changed, one of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. So I walked out with the chain, and I walked up to my car. And they had, in those days, you used to remember the straight razor, you'd bang them on the curb, get them rusty, put them in a rain barrel, get them rusty.
Remember we used to bang the rusty razor blades in the rain barrels? I don't understand a word of that. Now, Biden's cognitive issues have been evident for some time, but just watch the same media who for 4 years have been declaring Donald Trump mentally and physically unfit for office have a collective meltdown when Biden's mental faculties are questioned. But that won't stop the Republicans from highlighting this.
One of the things I'm proudest of is getting control of the Paris Climate Accord. I'm the guy that came back after meeting with Deng Xiaoping and making the case that I believe China would join if we put pressure on them. You had people like you had people like the former chairman and leader of the party in Germany.
You missed the best bit. You're trying to read out a phone number. It's hilarious. Now, can you imagine that man in a presidential debate with Donald Trump? There's not enough popcorn in the world.